Good morning, team. I know I am one of the people standing in the way of you getting on with your summer, so I'll try to be as brief as possible. There are really only two things that I wanted to relay on behalf of the school board. First thing is our gratitude. I think we do an okay job of telling you how proud we are to be part of such a strong team, but I don't know if you really know how excellent we think the staff at QPS is. Every year it seems like we are faced with insurmountable challenges, and every year you all make it happen. The board, we don't feel like you have a job to do and you're just doing your job. I think we feel blessed. Thank God you guys go over and above for our kids. The second thing from the board is we just hope that you have a best summer ever. We honestly feel like you've absolutely earned the time you'll spend with your family and friends doing all the things that you love. All of you have made it possible for this district to, and really city, to weather some storms that we've just never seen before. So we are so extremely grateful for that. We admire you and what you do for our students, and that's it. We hope you have a blast, and thank you.
This is our day to celebrate accomplishments, recognize a few award winners, and honor our distinguished retirees. QPS has had another amazing year because of your heroics. Thank you for being dedicated to the children of Quincy. You have made a difference. You have made an impact on the children of this community in such a positive way. Over the last 2 years, we have done things other districts our size were unable to do. We were only able to do it because you were here for the children of Quincy. You have made historic, never before made accomplishments. You head into a period of leadership transition. It is an exciting time and an opportunity to grow. We are in great hands with Dr. Pettit. He is a true professional, educational leader and cares a great deal for our schools, our community, and our children. I expect to see great things from QPS. I want to personally thank you for an outstanding last 7 years of my career. You have been supportive and dedicated to me and the school district and our students. Thank you.
Quincy Public School Music Department. All performances opportunities return to in-person with audiences this year. The largest number of beginning instrumental students we've had in several years. Megan Buckley and her production team flew monkeys, 2 witches, a tornado, and a wizard for the first time on the QHS stage during fall musical Wizard of Oz.
Custodians and maintenance. Custodial and maintenance staff have navigated another year of the pandemic and kept the doors of QPS open. We have completed another summer of renovations and cleaning at QJHS, and despite not having an elevator. We assisted with the completion of the new board office and the academy parking lot.
Nursing department accomplishments. 99.3% district immunization compliance rate, provided vision and hearing screenings to students, and kept students and staff healthy and safe during the COVID pandemic, having over 68,000 office visits through the end of February.
Rooney, math achievement. Grade levels focused on specific and intentional math interventions this school year. Rooney saw a building-wide increase in growth and achievement on the 2022 Winter NWEA MAP test. Special education focus. Special education educators have had an increased focus on intentional instructional practices that support best practice, delivery models, and meeting students' needs. Rooney is developing a partnership with Illinois MTSS for professional development. Family engagement. Over 200 families attended the fall's first annual Read by the Campfire, and the PTO fundraiser exceeded their goal by 50%, with students and families selling over 700 boxes of candy.
Our amazing tech department, led by Mr. Dan Ware, closed over 2,300 support tickets, replaced a phone system at ECFC and upgraded wireless networks at junior high and ECFC. Deployed over 600 Chromebooks and 600 iPads placed online.
Quincy Senior High School. Extracurriculars. A boys basketball sectional championship, Numerous conference championships in a number of sports and many all-conference selections have made this a great year for QHS athletics. Music also had a triumphant return to the stage with Showcase of Excellence, New Faces, and many other performances. We also had 19 all-state musicians and singers. In academics, QHS continues efforts to provide multiple pathways to graduation. QHS successfully launched the QHS Online Academy with over 75 students enrolled. They continue to evaluate courses and programs as necessary, and some exciting opportunities have presented themselves in partnership with community organizations. Student recognition. 2021-22 was a great year for QHS students. They had 2 National Merit Scholarship recognized students, a Breakfast Optimist Youth Volunteer of the Year, and an Exchange Club Student of the Year. QHS seniors also had almost $6 million in college scholarship offers.
QAVTC accomplishments. QAVTC instructors provided hands-on instruction to 680 intro students and over 500 skill level students. Here are a few of the comments from our students. I wish every student could find a place that makes them feel and grow like this class did for me. We learn a lot more in the lab than we could ever learn in a classroom. Real-life practice of the skills we are learning is so important for me and for other students. Our class is so much more than a traditional academic classroom. This class makes me feel more confident in knowing what I need to know and what I need to be prepared to do. QAVTC classes are a great way to form friendships. It helps you find your group. This is like a home for me.
Denman. At Denman, we can summarize our accomplishments with this quote from Ron Clark. Be different. Be bold. Don't do things the same way. Instead of taking the stairs, slide. Go for it. Live with no fear.
Food service. Last year, food service served over 100,000 meals to kids during the summer months when school was not in session. With meals being free to all students, the QPS food service team served more meals to students than any other school year for at least the past 15 years. Breakfast participation alone was up 30% over previous school years. Despite food shortages and paper product shortages, the QPS Food Service Department was able to continue to flex to meet the needs of the school district, providing some meals in classrooms, grab-and-go options, while still serving meals in the cafeteria. Most importantly, they continued to build relationships with students.
Baldwin. Collaboration amongst all staff with increased utilization of data collection and goal setting of academic and social emotional areas within and between grade levels. Kindergarten play grant and professional development opportunities. Life skills room completed for the autism program.
Quincy Junior High School. Implemented co-teaching and continued our work with Illinois MTSS and Illinois Empower. Reinstated our RTI team time, math, and reading intervention to support students and hired another SSFL to work with our black male population. High number of students engaged in extracurricular activities, including an 8th grade 4A state runner-up in girls basketball, an 8th grade 4A state runner-up in girls volleyball, 6th through 8th grade AA 7th place finish in wrestling, including a state champion and a runner-up. And our science club members competed at the state level.
Transportation. The transportation staff was incredible. Our drivers, riders, mechanics, and office staff rose to the occasion every day. Facing a severe driver shortage that left as many as 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. complete routes to cover, even before the normal day absences, our folks at Transportation did additional routes, picked up and dropped off additional stops, and combined routes to ensure students made it to and from school safely. Throughout the school year, the staff did an outstanding job navigating the world of COVID, maintaining the disinfecting of buses, assuring students were masked, and maintaining seating charts for quarantine remained a priority through the bulk of the school year, and we did so in a kind and friendly manner. In the midst of the driver shortage, the department maintained an outstanding level of safety. In a typical year, the department averages about 17 incidents. This year, the department only had 8. A huge thank you to all of our transportation staff for their going above and beyond. In addition, our department would like to thank everyone in the district who helped make these transportation challenges success possible.
The Academy. The year 2021-22 saw 2 RSSP programs unite and become the Academy to optimize services and supports for all students. The Academy celebrates 9 students graduating in the 21-22 school year. 4 of the graduates are 11th grade students. The 21-22 school year has seen an increased percentage in student attendance, credit completion, and the number of students returning to their home schools.
Lincoln Douglas Elementary. All teachers had the opportunity for 3 peer observations for personal and professional growth. Instructional coaches obtained grant funding for Living Up Learning opportunities for all grade levels once a month using art and STEM for enrichment. Successfully implemented all 3 levels of tiered support for PBIS. Average offenses per day by month are lower than pre-pandemic data.
ISLES. This year, ISLES Elementary had amazing attendance at family involvement events. They had great turnouts for conferences and events like Read Night and STEAM Night. Over 220 students received intervention and support throughout the year, and ISLES continues to support one another as a Red Tail family. They're finding new ways to engage with one another, like the Red Tail Warriors and their aerobics groups.
We're now going to take time to honor 3 special award winners in the district. The first 2 will be our Tom Lane Award winners. The Tom Lane Award was named for Tom Lane, a longtime security guard who went above and beyond for the children of Quincy. Brandy Logsden, Quincy Senior High School Administrative Assistant, is awarded the Thomas Lane Award. Brandy is quite possibly the most valuable staff member at Quincy Senior High School. Her work touches every single student, family, and staff member. Brandy is instrumental in maintaining the master schedule in Skyward, which is no small task, with over 110 certified teachers, almost 2,000 students, and over 700 courses in the master. She has helped streamline the process, and she constantly comes up with new ways to do things that make everyone's life easier. Brandy also enrolls new and transfer students at Quincy High School, and the parents and families leave her office feeling welcomed and at home. Brandy does it all. She deals with the grades, grade book, attendance, records, and master schedule, enrollments, schedule changes, and works with the board office to make sure state data polls are accurate. We could not operate Quincy High School without her. Andre Lansom from the Bus Garage. Andre is the glue and duct tape holding the transportation team together. She handled route changes, student discipline, management, personnel, communication. She was timely, positive, and dedicated. Her work allowed us to keep the transportation garage operational. She worked behind the scenes and does not expect recognition. She was nominated by Shane Barnes and Scott Douglas. Those 2 nominated her in September and reminded me every month of her accomplishments. The George C. Meyer Award. George C. Meyer Award is named for Dr. Meyer, a legendary Quincy educator who cared so much about the children of Quincy and the community. The winner this year, Reagan Smith, Quincy Junior High School. When asked to think about a nominee for the George Meyer Award for Outstanding Educator, there is one name that sticks out among the rest. Mrs. Reagan Smith is someone who truly understands the whole child. She came to Quincy Junior High School after teaching kindergarten, and it is truly special to see how she interacts with those same students now that she teaches 6th grade science at Quincy Junior High School. She has high expectations, yet her demeanor allows all children to know how much they are cared for and loved. Her gift is to so many is that of a new day and a second chance. Mrs. Smith makes learning science fun and exciting and finds unique ways to bring social media and other platforms familiar to students into the classroom and learning. Although she would rather stay out of the limelight, it is difficult not to cast sunshine her way. She is a pure joy to have on the staff and should be recognized for the way she does for all children. We will now take time to honor some very special people who have made a significant impact on our community and our world. Our 2022 retirees.
Blaine Barnes. Blaine, a long-time art teacher at QHS, has used his talents to brighten and beautify QHS for years. Blaine's fingerprints are all over the building, and he and his art students have made it their mission to make QHS look as good as it possibly can. Murals, student artwork, signs, plaques are all in the hallway and in classrooms and offices thanks to Blaine. Blaine's impact on QHS will be seen for decades to come, and he will definitely be missed.
Shane Barnes. Wow, he has had a tough job for a long time. He keeps us operational. He gets our kids to school, he gets them home. He has dealt with budget problems and personnel shortages. He and his team has guided us through a pandemic and snowstorms. Everyone on our list today deserves a break, but no one deserves one more than that man, Shane Barnes.
Donna Brothers. Donna started with QPS in 1990. Donna takes her job very seriously and sets a great example for others to follow in the ways of being a professional bus driver. It is obvious that Donna enjoys her students and they enjoy her. During an observation, one student even asked to stay on the bus with Donna instead of going into his own house. Donna also seeks out ways to keep order on her bus. She asks several questions about PBIS and uses the process in a positive manner. Her motto is, happy students, happy staff, happy parents.
Mary Christensen. Mary had a career that impacted the lives of countless individuals. Whether it be working with students or colleagues, she sought to instill a deep understanding and learning that they will carry with them for the rest of their lives. She inspired and encouraged others to continually develop and improve. She had a passion and knowledge that was heard, seen, and felt each and every day. She has been spending her retirement time enjoying her family and her new granddaughter, Claire. Her Red Tail family wish her all the best in retirement.
Luann Crockett. Luann is an extremely dependable, hardworking, and always one step ahead in the game. She has been very giving, especially of her time, showing the third graders her megalodon and shark fossil teeth that she has found while scuba diving. Florida is her home away from home, and her grandchildren are her pride and joy. She left big shoes to fill. Luann.
Kelly Crossan. Kelly has served in education for 25 and a half years. She began her career at Baldwin Intermediate School. She was hired the day after the teachers' strike in the fall of 1999 after working for 3 years in the parochial schools. She then took some time off with her third child, Chase. After returning, she taught math for a half a year during the 1998-1999 school year at Quincy Junior High School. She then took a 5-year hiatus to be with her fourth child, Reese. She returned to QJHS in 2004 and has taught ELA ever since. Kelly's attention to detail and academic output is top-notch. She has high expectations not only for her students, but for herself and her colleagues. Her work ethic and expertise will be greatly missed in the ELA department.
Lisa Dilley. Lisa is a dedicated QPS food service employee. She has amazing attention to detail and is meticulous in her work. Lisa can always be counted on to get the job done. Her abilities extend far beyond food service, as she is a talented seamstress and crafter as well. Lisa's dedication to the school district will certainly be missed.
Jerry Douglas. Jerry believes in setting high expectations, taking responsibility for one's actions, and setting realistic goals for QPS most at-risk youth. Jerry is a calm, consistent presence who works tirelessly for students and for all students. Jerry is a constant role model of what young people and old people alike should aspire to become. Jerry is a true friend to all, staff, students, community members, and family, and goes out of his way to provide support to all of his friends.
Connie Hashmeyer. Connie began her QPS career as a paraeducator for a semester before becoming a first grade teacher in August of 1989. Connie has taught first grade for 33 years, all with QPS, with 29 of those years at Dewey Elementary and the last 4 at Dr. Abby Fox Rooney Elementary. While Connie has enjoyed teaching all subjects, math has always had a special place in her heart. She especially likes seeing the different ways students arrive at their answers and how they explain their mathematical thinking. In retirement, Connie plans to spend more time with family and friends, including plenty of traveling to satisfy her adventurous side and to see the beautiful country.
Marlene Hellick. Marlene has done it all: special education, alternative, the youth home, and the open learning center at QHS, just to name a few. Even in the most trying of circumstances, Marlene stays positive and focused on the mission to serve kids. She helped change the landscape of QHS and helped take the first CBE steps with the Open Learning Center. In fact, we convinced her to delay retirement for a year to make sure we were on the right track. We can't imagine QHS without her.
Cinda Hummel. Cinda began her career in education in 1977 and has spent the past 15 years as the QAVTC child care and preschool teacher. Over 500 preschoolers and 900 high school students have come through Cinda's program, and at least 10 former high school students are current QPS educators. Cinda is passionate about teaching, as everything she does is about the children, both the bigs and the littles.
Carol Jameson. Carol started with QPS in 2004. Carol's an extremely positive person. Her relationships with her students and with staff members reflect an extremely positive personality. Carol works well with the drivers that she works with on a daily basis and does a terrific job communicating with office staff. She takes pride in what she does.
Lori Miles. Nobody has cared more for alternative kids. They are her kids. She loves them all. She answers their calls at 2 a.m. She picks them up, she feeds them, she counsels their families. She cares for almost every aspect of their life through graduation and beyond. She has been a great leader and a great person at Quincy Public Schools.
Marty McCullough. Marty does an outstanding job as a bus rider. She is calm, gentle, and encouraging. The students respond to her in a way that makes it look easy because Marty puts in the work and it pays off. She is the perfect match as a rider on a special education bus. As a cafeteria worker, Marty is a very hard worker. She takes personal pride in her work and is adamant that it is completed in the correct way. Marty is also very caring and a thoughtful person. She always took the time to find and give personal gifts to each of her coworkers at Christmas time. Marty will be missed.
Chris McLaughlin. Chris has been a valuable asset to the QPS security and maintenance departments for the last 24 years. She was instrumental in establishing the security department and its operations. Her professionalism and dedication played a big role in keeping the maintenance department on track during the renovation of QHS and the construction of the new elementary schools. Chris will be greatly missed.
Jerry Nicholson. We have been so lucky to be able to work with you, Jerry. She is someone that just sees the next move and knows what to do without ever being asked. Jerry has great input and has been a right-hand woman. She loves children and talking to them about basketball. Her favorite day is Donut Day. The only thing that would improve this day would be to have sprinkles. Just kidding. Jerry has such a great heart and will be missed by all.
Kathy Noakes. Kathy started in 2008. She works to keep students under control and keep them calm and happy. She is friendly with her fellow bus drivers. Several staff come in early to enjoy her company every day. She also has positive relationships with all of her students and parents. Kathy is very dependable and ensures the safety of all her students.
Deb O'Dear. Deb has been serving children for 37 years. She began her career at ECFC, where she spent many of her years of service. For the last 5 years, Deb has served children at Denman teaching 3rd grade. Deb is known all across Quincy for being a motorcycle riding, Corvette driving, creek walking teacher. She loves adventure and makes sure to bring adventurous sides to her classroom. She loves the beach and ensured her students knew about the ocean and all of its amazing creatures. Deb was both tough and nurturing on her students in a way that made them want to be better and do better. Her expectations of her students were high and rarely wavered. Because of this, Deb had great relationships with both students and families. Deb will be greatly missed by the Denman and QPS family.
Lori Orr. Lori is a fun-spirited, spunky, dependable paraeducator. Her love and passion for children shine bright. Lori motivates children to reach their personal best daily. There isn't a day that goes by that Lori works to make sure the learning environment is fit for a king or a queen. Lori will be missed at the Early Childhood Center.
Shelley Salisbury. Shelley is the best chaos coordinator in the athletic office business. Her diligence behind everything athletics will be truly missed. On behalf of all the coaches, administrators, and secretaries at QHS and in the Western Big Six, we wish you nothing but the best in your retirement. Thank you for all you have brought to the department in your years of service.
Judith Schaller. Judy started with QPS in 2007. A large part of Judy's responsibilities is to drive academy students to and from school. Difficult students can be challenging, and Judy certainly has stepped up. She handles almost every discipline issue on her bus personally, which speaks volume to the rapport she has with her students. Judy is a very caring bus driver and is protective of her students. Our kids are lucky to have a driver like her. As a cafeteria worker, Judy is amazing with high school students. She shows interest in them and their activities, as well as treats them with kindness. In return, they are courteous to her and respectful. Some even offer to shovel snow for her on snow days.
Melanie Strand. With over 30 years of service and 18 years leading as a school principal, Melanie has been dedicated and caring and a model of professionalism. She has accepted the hard assignments and difficult duties with grace and love. She inspires us with her toughness and her calm manner. She is one of the best principals we know.
Rick Seltzer. Rick was a valuable member of the QPS maintenance department for over 31 years. His knowledge of the facilities was unmatched. It was hard to find something he could not fix or get running. He was part of almost every maintenance project the district did since 1990. He will be missed.
Kathy Sibbing. Kathy has served as a QPS teacher, parent ed, and family support specialist at Early Childhood for over 30 years. Kathy's best attribute is her genuine love for her coworkers, families, and students that she worked with. Miss Kathy will be missed by all.
Dana Springer Tranter. Dana became a registered nurse in 1984 and has dedicated the last 33 years as the QAVTC Health Occupations Instructor. She has helped over 800 students earn their Certified Nurses Assistant, CNA certificate. Over 5,000 students earned their CPR certificate and hosted over 100 blood drives with her Health Occupation Students of America, HOSA Club. Dana's students have cared for patients in all stages of life, from premature babies in the hospital to Centurion long-term care residents.
Janet Summers. Janet is a longtime cross-cat teacher at Quincy High School. Throughout her career, Janet has worked with some of the kids with the most pressing needs, and she has always done it with flexibility, grace, and a smile. Despite several personal setbacks during her time at QHS, Janet has shown strength, resilience, and courage. She has never wavered from her larger mission, which is to support and inspire some of our most vulnerable children.
Mary Tipton. Mary has been with QPS since 1996. She has been a huge asset to the nursing department. She's a hard worker, very knowledgeable, highly respected, and is always one step ahead. We will miss her immensely.
Janelle Wathen. Janelle has worked as an occupational therapist for 34 years. She started her employment with QPS in 2007. She has always been an outside-of-the-box problem solver. Janelle positively impacted many Washington students with her virtual field trips. Janelle has always kept herself busy, frequently holding two to three jobs at one time, while keeping God and her family as the priority. Her retirement plans include traveling to see family and friends and working part-time.
Gary York. Gary has been with the district since 1995. Most of his years were spent at Baldwin School, where he was a valuable member of the night crew. He has been with the Isles Elementary Red Tills since the beginning and was instrumental in getting the building ready for students. Gary will be missed.
Brenda Zassine. Brenda has served in education for almost 33 years. She served 7 years at Woodland Park Elementary in San Marcos Schools in California, 2 years at Trinity Christian School in Fairfax County, Virginia, 5 years at Pershing Elementary School in Waynesville, Missouri, Fort Leonard Wood Army Base, 3 years as the elementary principal at A.D. Stoll Elementary in Hannibal, 5 years at Baldwin South, and the past 10 years at Quincy Junior High School in the ELA department. Brenda has served most recently as an academic curriculum liaison for the Communication Arts Department and was also very involved in Lighthouse. Her leadership on her team and in her department will be greatly missed.
Roy Webb began his career as a teacher, coach, and athletic director for Aledo in 1991. From there, he became superintendent of Chadwick Milledgeville in 2002. He moved on to become superintendent in Canton, Illinois in 2009 and assumed the superintendent seat for Quincy Public Schools in 2016. Prior to his tenure in education, Roy earned the rank of Brigadier General with the U.S. Army. During his 34 years of leadership assignments in the military, he served tours in Desert Storm and Operation Enduring Freedom. He commanded at all levels and was in charge of training and education of the Afghan National Army. In his retirement, Roy looks forward to spending more time with his wife Tricia, son Case, daughter Dawn, and granddaughter Charlotte. Congratulations, Roy, and thank you for your service. QPS family, as the school year comes to a close, I want to tell you how incredibly proud I am of our district community for your resiliency, determination, and grit throughout the pandemic. The last 2 years continue to bring many unknowns and uncharted territory. Our parents, students, teachers, and staff took that challenge head on. Classes went online and hybrid learning, our curriculum continued. And it was not easy. It made for a lot of late nights and early mornings, adjusting schedules, and a greater understanding and appreciation of what it takes to be a teacher, staff member, student, and parent. While the pandemic altered how we do school, we did not let it hinder our Blue Devil spirit. We found ways to move forward and continue to grow excellence in our district community. We won regional championships, built houses in our community, and continued music and performing arts programming, even producing The Wizard of Oz wearing face shields. We have accomplished many amazing things, and I could not be happier with the progress we have made, most importantly, working among a staff that refused to not offer in-person learning this school year while so many of our neighbors remain fully online. To our retirees, thank you for investing your career with the QPS community. You have more than earned a relaxing and fun-filled retirement. As you depart from your classrooms and offices, know that as the door closes on your professional career, your legacy continues because of the impact you have made and the relationships you have fostered through the lives that you have touched during your tenure. Faculty and staff, you are truly rock stars and have proven that you are the backbone of Quincy Public Schools. Your dedication and professionalism energized me to become your next superintendent, July 1. As you move into your summer schedules, take time to relax and re-energize. I know that many of you will be tempted to spend much of the summer planning for next school year because that's the kind of dedicated people and professionals you are. Please be sure to take time for yourself and your family so that when you return August 15th, you enter your school with a renewed spirit and energy to fulfill our mission to allow students and teachers to achieve their personal excellence. Thank you all for an amazing year, and I look forward to more great moments to come.